When I decided that I wanted to apply to become one of Blizzard Entertainment's user interface artists for StarCraft 2 and Blizzard DOTA, I knew that I wanted to do something extra special to show how excited I was about the opportunity that this position represented, and furthermore, I wanted to in some way demonstrate how I could use my varied skills, talents, and background to make what is already an amazing game even better. To do that, I created this video to illustrate some of the changes that I would like to make to StarCraft 2's existing interface system. Changes that are designed to make it more intuitive, faster, and overall provide a better end-user experience for StarCraft 2 players. My first step was to think about how the existing UI works and what kinds of tasks people are generally trying to accomplish while using it. In doing this, I started to focus on how people use the incredible tools that are built into StarCraft 2 to improve their gameplay over time. As I continued to work through this process, I started to notice a few small things that could really make it easier for users to analyze their past matches, and that would allow them to more efficiently and effectively access the amazing amount of data that is available to them in-game. Initially, I started with relatively small improvements, like allowing information previews to show player race and game length from the match history list, and enabling that list to remember a user's previous viewing settings, meaning that now a user can view a game summary, click back, and instantly be returned to the previous screen to access other items. To help make this process even faster, I also added previous and next buttons at the top of the game summary window, so that users can quickly evaluate data from several successive matches in a matter of seconds. As I continued to analyze and explore how these areas of the interface worked, I started to see a common theme that helped me to better understand how players were using these tools, and this was nothing short of groundbreaking. The premise, put simply, is that a user's match history and replay files are both used to tell the same story. Once I understood this, I realized that those two portions of the interface need to be tightly integrated together to ensure that users can truly tell what is happening over the course of a game. And all of my design developments from that point forward were based around this single idea. To bring about this level of cross-integration, I started by adding the ability to directly launch replay files from the game summary screen, meaning that users no longer have to look at a match history item and then search for its corresponding replay file. I additionally added a new production tab in the match history screen that gives users information about what units were produced the most and shows a detailed view of what units were on the field at the end of the game. Combining this information with the Build Order tab means that users can quickly tell, simply by looking at their match history, how a game started and how it ended, meaning that players don't always have to load a replay file to see what happened during the course of a game. I also added several new features that are designed to make it easier for users to remember, categorize, and sort their various match history and replay items without having to depend on third-party programs. The first feature I added was simple: a tagging system. Now you can easily designate both a match and its corresponding replay file as significant by clicking Tag Match in the match history screen. Once you've done that, both items will show an icon next to them that let you know that they are important. And the great thing about this system is that you have multiple icons to choose from, so you can use tagging as a simple way to temporarily group your previous matches for easy sorting later. The other new feature that I added is categories, and it is a huge step forward over the old replay management system. I've moved the sorting filters from the side of the screen to the drop-down bar at the top of the file management window, and in their place, I have created several new tools for categorizing replay files according to their content. The beauty of this system is how simple it is to use. You simply create a new category, and then you can either drag and drop the replay files that you want to add to that category on top of its icon, or alternatively, you can drag and drop the icon itself on top of the replay files that you want to add to it. It's that easy. And unlike the folders that you've had to use in the past, you don't have to leave the game to do this. Replay files can exist in multiple categories at once, And you can manage these categories by both using the context menu and the details screen on the right. Another thing that I did was to enable more information about a replay file to be displayed on the details screen. Things like player spawn location and the game's outcome are now easily visible to users without having to leave the replay management area. Need more information? Just click on the game summary button and you can view the match history item that relates to that replay, and when you're done, just click back and it will return you to the replay file screen just as you left it. Finally, what is the point of having a good story if you can't share it with your friends? So to make that process easier, I integrated a replay file sharing system into StarCraft 2. Just right click on the replay file or files that you want to share, pull up the context menu, left click on send replay file, and then select from your friends list who you want to send that file to. It couldn't be any faster or simpler. And if you want to send one or more replay files to someone that is not online or not in your friends list, simply click export all from the context menu, and you can quickly export several replay files to anywhere you want on your computer for easy uploading. Even though StarCraft 2 is nearly 2 years old, its interface is incredibly well designed and very well thought out, and so finding areas to improve on was a very difficult process. That said, I think I've come up with some really amazing ways to do just that, and I think in the end, StarCraft 2 fans will be extremely excited to see these enhancements put into effect. I thank you for your time, and I hope that you will post in the forums or click like on the link below to let Blizzard know that you support these ideas and that you would like to see more of this type of thinking in future updates. Thank you once again, and this is Andrew and Price saying good night and good gaming.